Got some crazy things to show you, my friends. This is Tony. Hope you're all doing well. And it makes you wonder if we're in some sort of weird time warp, in some alternate reality with some of the stuff I'm going to show you in this video. They're now coming out with a new diet that they all want us to eat. I got to show you this. We also have a ton of other awesome stuff to get into. Some things that were in these emails about our president are just absolutely insane and not true at the same time. We'll get into that. Here's just one example. We're going to get into that. We're going to get into actually a ton of stuff. Something about Billie Eilish, what she said, that's making people wonder. We're going to get into also what Joe Rogan recently said. We got a ton of other stuff. Let's just get going here. Let's start with this new diet that they want us all on. Absolutely hilarious, or horrendous. Maybe the word horrendous is better.
These are now a core food group. And to top it all off, a big chunk of your remaining calories comes from, and you're going to love this one.
I thought I had it backed up. Apparently I didn't. All right, let's pull this back a little bit. Check this out. So this is some of the stuff they want us to eat. All right. This is the food groups, the core food groups that they want us to eat every day. Check this out.
The authors, many of whom proudly call themselves ethical vegans, are saying that most of your calories should come from grains, about 775 calories out of a 2,000 calorie diet. Translation: bread, rice, cereal, repeat. Then right behind that, seed oils. Literally the same oils that were originally designed for engine lubricant and the same oils that are linked to inflammation and chronic disease are now a core food group. And to top it all off, a big chunk of your remaining calories comes from, and you're gonna love this one, sugar. So basically over half your diet would be grains, seed oils, and sugar. And believe it or not, fruit.
Dude, this is hilarious. Okay, look. Matter of fact, I had to cut all of this out of my own diet. I had to cut seed oils out. I had to cut out a lot of grains and sugar just so I'd stop being inflamed. All right. So this is what they're requiring. This is what they want to do. They want to make the entire world to have this new grandiose diet plan that's supposed to solve all of the world's problems. And one of the core ingredients that you must eat every day is seed oils, which are terrible for you. Absolutely terrible for you. And this is one of the main things they want you to eat. Of course, sugar as well. They actually kick meat out of it.
Fruits and vegetables only represent a tiny portion of this diet, just over 10%. Even most vegans I know would take issue with that. And come on, I am an ex-vegan here. I used to be vegan for 6 whole years. Predominantly what I ate, like 90% of my diet, were whole foods. And I was a whole foods plant-based vegan. So most of my diet was fresh fruit, fresh vegetables, some rice, starches, potatoes.
All right, let me skip ahead here because she starts talking about how they want to kick out the meat. Yeah, here we go.
Make up the bulk of this so-called planetary health diet. Guess what's getting pushed out? Meat, eggs, dairy, and animal fat.
Oh my
You get
goodness.
about 100 calories a day from dairy. So hey, maybe a few sips of milk or half a slice of cheese. When it comes to eggs, you're allowed 20 calories, and that's about a third of an egg. And for meat, real meat like beef, pork, or lamb, you get 15 grams. That's less than half an ounce.
Oh my goodness. This is insane. Like literally the opposite of my own diet. Literally the exact opposite. I had to change my diet because I was having so much issues. And I ended up having a leaky gut because of eating gluten because I was allergic to it apparently. But it's not gluten because people in the comment section are saying it's not that. But something that's used in the process of creating bread here in America, that if I actually ate bread in Europe, I wouldn't have a problem. Which may be the case. I don't know. But, I've been on a gluten-free diet for about 4 or 5 months now, and I eat a lot of meat and eggs and dairy, and actually I don't eat very much grains. I eat a little bit of grains here and there, but not a lot. Other grains, now obviously not wheat. You got oats and other things, but anyway, you get the idea. I just think it's kind of weird. This is obviously a backwards diet, and I think this is intentional. They're trying to tell us we must all eat this, but it's literally the opposite of what will make you healthy. And I started to notice these patterns myself when they got rid of real butter and they put in margarine in its place. And then they told us that if you eat fat and cholesterol and butter, that it's going to make you have high fat and cholesterol, which is exactly not true. So they do a lot of these weird things like this. And it's just, a lot of people don't realize this. They don't know that this is the type of stuff they're doing. Now they're trying to make it even worse. Seed oils are terrible. We should go back to beef tallow, which is exactly what our president has been doing. He's been, or not our president, but RFK, has been trying to get that back into a lot of restaurants where they use beef tallow for fries rather than seed oils. At any rate, I think you get kind of the idea. We're going to get into, like I said, a ton of stuff in this video. I got so much stuff to get into that's just really bizarre. First, I'm going to mention food supply, 25-year shelf life. Link is in the description. 4 months worth for $6.97. You're going to definitely want to get that if you have not already. Considering all the wonderful things going on around us all the time. Some are talking about civil war now here in America. Joe Rogan, actually. I'm going to play that clip in a little bit. But the fact is, we got so much insanity going on right now. You might want to get it. We never know what's next. You've seen what they've done over the last 5 years. Right? Link is in the description of this book here, The Lost Ways, How Your Great-Great-Grandfather Lived Without Electricity, How to Build a Cellar, Do Things Around the House as he did in the old days. Obviously, you need this book if you haven't got it already. $37, get the printed version. You can't buy it after the fact. If the lights go out, you're not going to be able to come over to my channel. Oh, my channel's gone because there's no electricity. You know what I mean? And it ain't at Walmart. Okay, it ain't at Walmart. It isn't at Walmart. I guess I should speak properly, but I can't anyways. And you saw what they want to put in our food. So I'm sure that's going to be pushed all through all these big stores, and another one, I just saw another video too about this new label, which I noticed it myself. They've gotten rid of the label GMO. They used to have to put that on the front of the box. Now they got the FDA to agree to allow them to put it in a little note at the bottom on the back or on the edge of the box. Bioengineered ingredients. That's what they're putting instead now. And apparently a lot of stuff has it in it. So you might want to check that next time you're at the store. Anyway, go check out all my other social media link below. Let's get back to the video. So, of course, we have Billie Eilish here telling all the rich people to give away their money. There's some people in the audience who have a lot more money than I do. If you have money, use it for good things and give it to people who need it. If you're a billionaire, why are you a billionaire? No hate, but give your money away. Interestingly, she was giving away, apparently, now some are claiming 22% of her money, but it's not true. We now have recently discovered that she was giving away, it's kind of like how Billy Boy, the computer guy Gates, does it. Oh, I gave away all my money, but he didn't actually give it away. You know what I mean? It's one of those things. Check this out.
The dumbest take on TikTok right now.
Let's compare these three, shall we? Billie Eilish, 23 years old, just donated $11 million to help make sure Americans don't go hungry. Her net worth is $50 million. That means she gave away 22% of her net worth.
That video received 5.8 million views. Billie Eilish did not give away 22% of her personal net worth. That 11.5 million is from her tour revenue. And specifically these Changemaker tickets where her fans can buy a special, more expensive ticket. It's like $80 to $120 more. And that is where she's getting the $11.5 million. It's like when you go to...
So it's just like Bill, man. I mean, goodness gracious. He acts like he's doing all this wonderful work for charity when he's literally not. He puts his money in his foundation and he uses it for nefarious things against you and I. Is what he really does. He doesn't give away his money to people. Well, for the most part, he doesn't. So then you got Billie Eilish there. You know, a lot of people are just assuming she's giving away a huge chunk of her wealth, but in reality, she's not. It's those that bought these higher priced tickets are actually where the money's coming from, apparently. So I just find it kind of funny. Some people just don't see how these rich people work sometimes. Then we got this story here. Okay, so we have here these new emails that got let out that are from, we're talking Jeffrey, you know, the guy with the island, right? Now, these emails, I was kind of wondering if maybe they're not legit. They may be legit, but I was thinking maybe they're not. You remember, I had a theory, like, I think it was probably 2-3 months back now at this point, where I said, I think I understand what's going on. Those that had all of these files and data in their possession, in our GOV, were the actual guilty criminals, some of them. They had access to the evidence. If you could imagine you're a bank robber and you got all the evidence that you did this bank robbery, are you going to just like hand over that evidence to someone else? Hey, look, here's the proof that I did it. Or are you going to like delete it or modify it or make it point to your enemy? Right? So I pointed this out, that they probably modified it, made it look like our president went to the, island and did everything and anything you could imagine, right? And that's why he kept going around saying it's a hoax, right? Hilarious. We now have evidence that basically this is what's going on. Okay, so they were saying in one of the emails, it claims that he had Thanksgiving with Jeffrey. We're talking back in 2017. This is easily debunked, very easily debunked, but this is part of the emails. It says it right in the emails, allegedly. Check out what this guy has to say.
And the truth is hopefully going to be spread, but they got what they wanted, right? They pushed a fake narrative, but again, when you are proven to be a liar, it hurts your credibility so much more, and when people find out that they are lied to, it makes them oppose you even more. So they keep shooting themselves in the foot. So go ahead, keep sending us more on Thanksgiving in 2017. Now, the fact that they deleted it is going to get a lot of attention.
So they put out an article and deleted it. Where is it at? Right here. No, that's not it. Yeah, here it is. So they put out this tweet saying that it's the one that says Democrats at the Democrats. New documents show that the president went to Thanksgiving with Jeffrey, of course, back in 2017. But then they deleted this tweet because it wasn't true. Because after you just do a quick Google search, you can very easily find out where he was. You can very easily find it out. You even have Newsweek pointing out that this is a lie. No, he didn't actually. You have here CNN showing what he did do back in 2017. I mean, it's literally documented everywhere. Everything he does is like documented his entire day. You can go look up what his entire day was on Thanksgiving. So, and that's not even the worst one. This is not even the funny one. Okay, they were saying in these emails that our president was doing something with this other guy right here, Billy Boy. Literally something down there, okay? Like, doing something, okay? Sex, okay? That's what it was claiming in these emails. Are you kidding me? Like, what the hell is this crazy stuff? Obviously, they could make a South Park out of this. I'm pretty sure they'll probably end up doing that. Here you got a bunch of memes about this. I'm going to drain the swamp, meaning drain something, down there. It's like a really bad joke. But, I mean, you got this one too. Huck Tua. Like, what the heck, dude? So everybody's like memeing about this because it's so ridiculous. They're claiming our president is, gay, basically. That's literally what and they're like making it out like he's Monica Lewinsky or something. All right. It's just hilarious. This is the kind of stuff that were in these emails. This like what? Obviously he didn't do these things. One, we have proof that he didn't do this on Thanksgiving, and two, the other one's absolutely insane, and no one, why would he ever do that? It's crazy, dude. I think Bill might even object to that. I'm pretty sure he would. So of course, our president came out and says he doesn't care if the files are, released. I was never there. He says it's a hoax, all this kind of stuff in this audio.
I was never on his island. Bill Clinton went there supposedly 28 times.
Dude, and of course they're saying both those two did something together. Goodness gracious. This is so ridiculous. This is what I'm saying. We live in the Twilight Zone. It's so insane. My theory is being proven true. Like, I come up with these theories off the fly and they end up being true often. I came up with my theory about Charlie Kirk. It's being proven out over a long period of time. I came up with my theory on this. It looks like I'm correct about this as well. I mean, it's getting very obvious at this point. He said he's going to use the full power of the DOJ to go after Billy Boy and the Hillmeister, his wife, and all those who were actually there. The Dems just walked into a trap. The left were baited into caring about this. and they thought it would implicate our president. But it's not going to, because I don't think he did anything. Even if they corrupted all the evidence. You have also, apparently, Pam Bondi's looking into a number of documents that prove corruption with these two as well. So I think these two are going to be getting into a lot of trouble soon here. So you got that story going on. Then we got this. So apparently there were some other strange things in the emails that I wanted to point out. Here we have End Times Productions talking about some of this. Some of the things that were being said about, of course, the island. Check this out.
They heard things like chanting. They heard strange music that didn't sound quite right, like it wasn't really coming from anywhere. They talk about symbols that were carved into stones, underground tunnels, and elevators that went down inside that hilltop. Leading to where? I don't know. And also, there was apparently some rooms that people weren't allowed to enter that went along with this oppressive presence that people talked about, and evil.
That's crazy, man. Well, it makes sense, though. It makes sense. I mean, obviously, they had that weird temple there on that island, and it looks really strange. It looks like something from ancient Egypt. He's saying that a lot of the people that were guests there are saying they could feel a presence immediately when they got on the island, and certain parts of the island had a darker, more sinister presence than other parts of the island, and that there was a underground, like an elevator that went down into the mountain from that place. And so it is really kind of crazy. It would be interesting to really know the full truth about what was all going on there. But I guess I don't know if we'll ever find out, right? I guess we'll see in time if we will or not. Then we got this here. Apparently, this was like a day or two ago. I think it was yesterday. So the news comes so fast now. It's like old after a day, right? So here you have the Tuckmeister talking about what happened to our president back in January. And back in January, someone tried to take him, of course, out. His ear was grazed. And a lot of people are wondering about this person that tried to do it. His name is Thomas right here. And there was no footprint, no social media footprint, nothing online about the guy. We couldn't find anything. It was like basically like he had 0 posts online and all this. And everyone thought this was extremely strange considering the fact he was only 20 years old. I mean, if he was like 60, 70 years old, you could make some sense out of it, right? But he's 20. How would he have no social media whatsoever footprint, right? So interestingly, of course, the FBI, they had a tweet that they put out, and they said that they never said that he had no online footprint in response to what the Tuckmeister said right here. Last summer, but somehow he had no online footprint. He says that they lied. We can prove it. We have his posts. He did show it, actually. I've seen the videos. You can go watch the videos here on this tweet here from Benny Johnson. You can see here, obviously, one of his videos right there. There's also some other stuff where he made tweets or posts and things online. There's a lot of random stuff. He had a YouTube channel. That thing mysteriously deleted as well. All of these things, of course, were discovered. And like I said here, you had them deny that they did anything or deny that they claimed he had no online footprint. And actually, there's even a comment underneath from X saying, actually, readers added context. Actually, they did say that there was no online presence. So it's kind of funny. They're like trying to deny it when they actually did do it. They did actually say that he had no online footprint. So it's just interesting. Of course, this new director over the organization, Cash, is not coming out with anything new either. He's botching what happened with Charlie Kirk. He's botching all these different cases of recent. And I mean, honestly, he's doing a terrible job from what I can tell. At any rate, there's that story. We also have Joe Rogan warns America is sliding into a civil war, he's saying, over ideological means on the left and the right. And we have this interview here of him on his channel. Check this out.
Not in the neck, in front of the world. Whoa. And you work at an insurance company? This is...
So he's talking about people online just posting. They work at insurance companies, random jobs, and they're like posting about Charlie Kirk in a very disparaging manner.
Nuts. And you thought it was okay to say that on Instagram? This is nuts. This is nuts. Like, what are you guys on? Like, what's happening here?
Natalie Winters, particularly what happened at Berkeley last night was a full-scale riot outside, but the people that showed up, they packed it, and just shows you how many people want to go to the Turning Point things. What's your thoughts about this? Joe Rogan's now waking up, and I think it's a lot higher than 7, ma'am.
Well, look, I might have a radical take, but we are in the war room. I think it's fair to say that it's already underway. I maybe reject the framing of it as civil war. I think it's anything more of like a communist purge, as we were discussing.
So yeah, communism. We've seen that particularly with some of these protests of recent. They seem to be all coordinated by groups in this realm. And so that's what some people are saying really this is all about. You have here also Hollywood. What's going on with Hollywood? We're seeing also them go more so to the left, although some are not. You have Charlie Sheen and Bill Maher seemingly going more to, I don't know if it's the right or center or whatever you want to call it. Here, Charlie Sheen recently was on Bill Maher. He's kind of joking about some of the stuff that's been going on around us.
Wow, to align myself with a cause, yeah.
Is one that's dear to my heart. I think we could bring him in on Hot Tubs Without Borders. Just think about it.
Borders.
It's on brand.
It's got a great...
Maybe that's the big booty Latina thing, right? Deport them all except for them, right? We'll use them for the Hot Tubs Without Borders.
Ring. Wow. What is the border part of a hot tub, though?
You know, we don't ask questions like that.
Is it where they're able to be imported? Is it where they're
fuck
able
that one.
to...
Here's the real one. This is sex changes for emotional support animals.
Okay, all right. I mean, I can get behind that, you know?
What support does the emotional support animal get? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's a really good...
You know, like who drills the dentist cavity?
Right. It's like an oxymoron, of course. At any rate, so you have here Mel Gibson. I played recently a clip of Mel Gibson talking about his new filming that he's doing for his new movie, The Passion, the sequel. And here he is apparently commenting on Hollywood in general in the same interview. I must have missed this. Check this out.
What's going on there? Well, the industry is dying there. You're seeing some kind of atrophy from which it may or may not recover. And I think there are many causes for that.
Oh, yeah, 100%. So obviously, things in Hollywood aren't doing too well right now. Matter of fact, a lot of the movies are doing terrible.
AMC theaters alone had to post a nearly $300 million loss during the quarter that had Superman, Weapons, F1, and Jurassic Park. Imagine what this quarter is going to be like. And no, Avatar's not going to help because it's released so late in the year. And Disney's Predator, which it doesn't matter if you like it or not. I didn't. A lot of people did. And it probably is going to be a hit. But let's keep in mind, counting streaming, it's the 9th Predator movie in a year filled with remakes, prequels, sequels.
As you can see, Hollywood not doing too well right now. And I'm going to get into actually a ton of other stories on my other channel. Kind of want to know what some of you guys think. Let me know in the comment section below. And thanks for watching.